All right, thank you guys for coming. We're going to get started. My name is Kevin Schreiber. I'm a state representative, and I thank you all for coming today on this very nice day. Hold off for the weather for a little bit. So good morning and welcome to our City Hall. And I'd like to thank Major Skinner from our junior ROTC. I'd like to thank Dr. George Anderson from Valley Forge Military Academy. I would like to thank all of our students from our junior ROTC program. Thank you guys. And our cadets from the Valley Forge Military Academy as well. So thank you guys for all coming. Students, I know this gets you out of school for a little bit, so it's not the worst thing in the world. And cadets, it gets you a quick trip out to York. And for at least one of you, it's a trip back to your hometown. Thank you guys, members of the media and Downtown Inc. And we also have our City Council President here, Carol Hill Evans, and Ms. Cheryl Roscoe, who is a member of our committee that will review these applications for scholarship. So very briefly, cuts in education across our state have been widely discussed and debated over these past 3 years. Reductions in primary, it's inevitable. It is always inevitable that a siren goes by. And a hand for our first responders. Hopefully not going to anything serious. Reductions in primary and secondary and post-secondary public education have unquestionably hurt our Commonwealth and our Commonwealth's core competitive advantage. Education is certainly a very key issue here in York. Our city school district, as many know, is in financial recovery. West York, Central York, York Suburban have all faced funding reductions. Across our state, schools are asked to do more with less in the face of program elimination, teacher layoffs, and larger class sizes. We need to correct our course in Pennsylvania, and I believe we can all agree that education is truly and sincerely an investment. And we hear that phrase often, that education is an investment, but to actually think about what it precisely means. We need to ensure that all of our students, and that's everyone behind me included, have an available, safe, and structured learning environment. We need to ensure that all of our students have the option for advanced study and higher education, and we need to ensure that all of our students have the ability to afford that advanced study. We need to ensure that all of our students today are readily employable citizens tomorrow. And to paraphrase Governor George Leader, who was the last York Countyan to serve as governor of this great Commonwealth, hopefully not the last, hopefully there's one more in the very near future, education is the primary way to break the cycle of poverty. And in a city such as York, we know that education is truly paramount. It's important. Since taking office in the last 4 months, I have inundated myself and my staff, who I'd thank for being here and helping to pull off today's event. I have inundated myself and my staff in these educational issues and matters facing York. We have visited multiple early learning centers. We have met with many parents. We have spoken with many parents and students. We have walked to school with over 700 middle schoolers. We have visited York Catholic and participated in the swearing in of York Country Days Student Council. We have assisted our own York County Youth Development Center in raising much needed funds. Yesterday and throughout the course of my term, I have joined other House and Senate leaders in the state to call for increased funding in all forms of education. And just yesterday in our Capitol Rotunda in Harrisburg, participated in a press conference seeking the restoration of public education, higher education funding. So while we in Harrisburg will continue to wrestle and debate some of these very larger fundamental issues, we can remind ourselves daily of all of the great work accomplished in our district by our students. And the students here today are evidence of that. You guys have all taken extra initiative to not only be successful in your academics, but be successful in your extracurricular opportunities, and hopefully be successful future citizens. And in talking with many of you beforehand, these are all primarily juniors and seniors, and when asked the question if you guys were looking at going to college, I don't think one of you batted an eye or said no. In fact, most if not all of you said yes. And of course, when asked the question about Valley Forge Military Academy, several of you said you were very interested. So today, we are here to reinforce our message that education does in fact matter, and it is in fact an investment, and that we must have a concerted effort to afford every educational opportunity to our students. Today is one small step in that struggle, but it is yet one more step towards added assistance to the students throughout York. And I'm proud to be joined here today by our students and by two individuals that have been leaders in the educational field, and to announce this partnership between the school districts throughout the 95th District and the Valley Forge Military Academy to offer one annual scholarship opportunity to one student in this district. As Dr. Anderson will elucidate in a few moments, the students must still meet the admissions requirements of Valley Forge Military Academy. So you got that, JROTCers? And the application process will be reviewed by my office, and we have information available. All of the information will be available on our State House website, pahouse.com/Schreiber. The application process, as it stands right now, is we will be asking students that are interested in applying for this application to submit a letter of intent by December 15th of this year, so still a few months away. And all that is, students, is a very simple letter letting us know that you intend to apply for this scholarship. And then we're asking that formal applications be submitted by February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. And I expressed to all the gentlemen here that they need to remember that that's Valentine's Day. So not just for the purpose of application, but any other purpose as well. Remember your moms. So letter of intent by December 15th. That will allow us and our staff to prepare to review applications by February 14th. I have appointed a committee of volunteers, citizens throughout the 95th District to help review these applications, and they will ultimately make the recommendation of which I, as the legislator, am bound by. And Ms. Cheryl Roscoe is but one of our committee members and is here today, and has also served in our Pennsylvania National Guard. So thank you for your service, Cheryl. So all of this information will be available, and we have packets of information going out to all of our school districts. And students that are eligible to apply for this scholarship must live in either the City of York, in West York Borough, in Spring Garden Township, in North York, or in a small slice of West Manchester Township. And again, information will be available on our website. This is a unique partnership, and as I said, it is just one small step. We recognize this is no silver bullet, but I am truly of the opinion that we need to do everything that we can to afford every opportunity to our students in York County to achieve and advance to some form of higher education if they so desire. So this is one scholarship opportunity that will be available, and it is an annual scholarship. And to speak a little bit more about the interest in this, and the desire and the niche market that this serves, I'd like to ask Major Skinner to come to the podium very briefly. Major Skinner is the coordinator for all of the junior ROTC training and program at the William Penn Senior High. So thank you, Major.
All right, good morning. I just want to say that any initiative that provides even a single opportunity for any young person to further their education, we wholeheartedly support and will get behind this and give as much resources that we can give to make this successful. And I'd like to thank Dr. Anderson and Representative Schreiber for initiating this and giving our youth an opportunity. Thank you.
And for those that don't know, this man does an incredible work. He has an incredible team and really has incredible students. And the work that you guys do, you may not know, but a lot of people notice. And we see you throughout the community, and we see you doing your good deeds. So continue to keep up that good work, because you guys are all making a difference. And lest we not forget that we also have Valley Forge Military Academy cadets behind us as well, who can serve as role model for these young JROTCers, one of which is a graduate of New Hope Academy and is returning to his hometown city of York. So we thank you for coming back, and we congratulate you on all your success thus far, and we know you'll go on to have a very successful career. I would like to ask a great individual who has partnered with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and of course our office to be a leader in the educational environment, Dr. George Anderson, to come to the podium and speak a little bit. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Representative Schreiber. Thank you very much. Major Skinner, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to address one kind of issue. First, we're incredibly proud that 2 years ago the Commonwealth designated Valley Forge as the Military College of Pennsylvania, creating this scholarship. We are officially, by designation of the Commonwealth, signed by the governor, the Military College of Pennsylvania. Oftentimes, there is a misconception with the word military. The word military does not mean we're training them necessarily to be soldiers. In fact, only about 20% are aimed towards national service. But we provide them a military environment. Several years ago, the United States Army produced a list of Army values. Those were loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. On reflection, those are not U.S. Army values. They're not even just military values. They are the values of America, and they are the values that unfortunately are too often missing from our education. Trigonometry is trigonometry whether you study it in the high school, in the college, or any university. Trig's trig. The values an institution attempts to pass on is something different. And the values of Valley Forge, the Military College of Pennsylvania, are those same values that are delineated by the Army that make us an exceptional people. We are Americans, and it is our values that bind us. We certainly have seen there is difference of opinion recently, but the values that bind us are there for all of us. And that is what makes Valley Forge, the Military College of Pennsylvania, truly a great place. I thank you for your time, Representative. I thank you for your support. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. God bless America.
As Yorkers, we should be very proud to have an individual of high esteem from such a premier institution here in our community. No doubt, hopefully, this is a very successful program. And again, if we can give but one more additional opportunity on the table to a student in our district, then we've done good service. Again, my thanks to our City Council President, Carol Hill Evans, for attending today, Ms. Aquina Washington and Deb Bush from the Mayor's Office, Cheryl Roscoe, one of our committee members, Sonny Hunsinger, Natalie from Downtown Inc. I'd like to thank all of you for coming today, members of our media. We're also very delighted to not only have this event here at our City Hall, but shortly hereafter we will actually commute pedestrian style over to our city high school, where Dr. Anderson will have an open informational session with any students throughout the high school that might be interested in this scholarship program. And that's been a great partnership with our York City School. They have opened up the opportunity and promoted it throughout the student body. So we're happy to have him here today. JROTCers, we're very happy to have you. Keep up the excellent work that you guys do in our community, and best of luck as you continue your juniors and senior year. And to our Valley Forge Military Academy cadets, we know that you guys will make great examples of citizens in the near future. So thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it.